All right, we have a couple of grinders on the healing bench today. This is a Firestorm Black & Decker 6.5 amp extended handle angle grinder. And this is the first angle grinder I ever owned. I bought it, oh man, back in 2004, I'm going to guess, when I bought the welder. And this has been a great tool for me. I put a lot of hours on it. It's run pretty reliably. When it started to act a little worn out, make more noise, have a little play in the spindle, I bought another one as a backup, and I've been using both. And this one has lived on. So, well, until now. When I was working last week, when I was working on the hinges for the truck tailgate, it up and quit on me. And it's, it's plugged in, and just nothing. And it died in kind of a strange way. It didn't smoke, it didn't get hot, it didn't make a bunch of noise. It for a couple of minutes, it was a little down on power. I would lean into the disc, and it would slow more than it used to, and then it just spun down. Trigger didn't work anymore. So probably, it's had a good life. I'm not holding out huge hope of saving it, but I don't know, maybe it's the brushes or something, maybe it's something easy, so I'm going to take it apart and see what it looks like inside. And it's kind of twofold. My other matching grinder here still works, but that's an obvious problem. The cord of the strain relief is failing, and it's got another nick here. So if I can't get its big brother working, I'm going to steal his cord, put it on there. If I can, I'll just repair this one. So either way, he's going to get a little love later on. I think this is just the brushes. Thing's almost gone. I don't see a ton of arcing like you would expect. I'm gonna look and see if I can find a replacement set of those for a reasonable price, and that might get me going again. Alright. Next up, younger brother. Look at that, not identical. 3 screws instead of 2. There's been design improvements in the decade between when I bought the first one and when I bought the second one. Well, the improvements used loosely. Third screw's a different size. Now I have to keep track of which one's which. Need to call up Black & Decker and have a little talk about Pokeyoki. Pretty different inside. Look at those little baby wires. How is that? 8.5 amps. On that thing. Lunacy. It works, so what do I know, but that seems crazy. Alright, there is a teeny little return spring on the trigger lock here. Pull that out before I inevitably lose it. Looks like it may be Aussie drive. Indeed. German. Where's Firestorm made? Huh. The case screws. Alright. Good old patriotic American number 2 Phillips. Inside switch screws and the screws on the strain relief are positive, which of course work just fine with the number 2 Phillips, but always feels a little bit wrong. This is pretty banged up, but the insulation on the interior wires is intact. So I'm not going to cut this and splice it and re-solder it. I'm just going to redo our outer insulation here. Actually, if I'm smart, I'm going to do the little one first. The big one don't get in the way. So here's this. Same exploration. There's no copper. I'm just into the fiber insulation. So that just needs a little cover up so that it doesn't get worse. Alright, laws of the universe being what they are, I will not have the correct size heat for this repair. That doesn't mean we can't do it anyway. What do we got here? Massive, over 50 millimeter. I might use it. That's not bad. Probably 20 millimeter, maybe 12. Hot melt impregnated heat shrink. And it's not going to fit over this strain relief. This strain relief slides these connectors here. So what I would have to do to use this would be 10 times better than tape. You cut these off and reconnect them. And the alternative is to cut them off. I'm just going to try it. If I break it, I'll cut them off. Yeah. Shoot, that was easy. Alright. We're in business. That was to take out 5 screws. I have a bunch covered into it. That cleared out, so the heat shrink's not going to shrink anything I don't want shrunk. Now, if this had been in the middle of the wire like the other repair, you can see how much weaker that is in the middle. It's still going to flex and wear, and I'm going to have a problem again if I leave this. I would probably do a short piece just in the middle to give it some thickness, and then a really long piece over everything, so it went 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 layers, and that would sort of force the cable to flex somewhere else, which would help for longevity. In this case, because there's this thing, this strain relief that comes out of the tool, I don't have enough trouble getting that over a single layer. There's no way I'd do 2 and 3. So I'm going to, when I install this, I'm going to install it deeper than it was. It used to be right there, and it failed where it came out the end. I'm going to go past that, so that now, where it comes out the end, it has extra insulation, extra support, and then it goes down to 1, and that should protect this area And I'm going to clamp this and have a little bit extra wire inside the handle of the tool. That's the plan. See how well, once it cools off, see how well I'm able to get this back on. Close. It's doing like a Chinese finger trap thing. It'll start. Once it starts to expand on the inside. It starts to grip. I might be. Well, it'll reach. So I really wanted the damage to end up in there. Fortunately, this heat shrink's pretty stiff. I think it's still going to support it. Of course, it might start wanting to fail there, but that's future Mike's problem. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing any better than that. Alright. Where did my tiny spring go? Wait. How in the heck did you get over there? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Thankful. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'm happy enough with that. It works. Sounds like it works to me. Okay, a week has passed for the slow boat cheap guy shipping, and I have these. I could not find brushes advertised for this grinder. I could not find Firestorm or Black & Decker when I looked up either this model number or the model number of its younger brother. I mean, these are $40 grinders. People use them and then throw them away. So I hunted a little bit and I took some measurements and I ordered these. This is a set of replacement brushers for a DeWalt grinder, 28402. They're not exactly the same. They look promising. I think we're going to make it work, but this, I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see. This is the new brush. And this is the old brush. Clearly the old brush is very worn out. But they have a really similar wire, a really similar connector, and they match, at least to within a reasonable tolerance, on the cross-sectional dimensions, the ones that matter. The geometry on the back's a fair bit different. But I have a hard time seeing how that's going to matter. There's a wound spring that pushes on the back side of this that keeps it loaded against the commutator bars as the tool runs. And the originals had what do you want to call that, a little dado, a little groove that piece rode in, and the new ones do not. But I mean, where's it going to go? I mean, how's that going to not work? So I don't know. I think they're gonna work. Let's give them a try. Same deal on the other side. What order are you supposed to put this thing together in? Alright. So you're not. You're supposed to buy them and then throw them away. Never been big on supposed to. That's not right. Alright, that feels a lot better. Moment of truth. Plugged in and nothing's on fire. That's a win. Ah, I really thought that was going to work. Alright, there's 120 coming out of the switch. No volts at the brushes. Guess I should have checked that before I spent money. Let's unplug it, take it apart more. Ah. Alright, so what I've done is pulled this brush holder and saw that the blade terminal is kind of a corroded, nasty mess. So I jammed a little screwdriver into the mating terminal. I probed between the other side brush and the screwdriver, plugged in the tool, pushed the button, and I have 120 volts. And when I checked just brush to brush, I didn't. So this is going to get cleaned up and put back together, and that is likely where the connection was bad. Contact is missing. How the heck did that happen? Alright, this got a little silly. If I had a brain in my head, I would have thrown this thing away. But it was a challenge, and so I kind of kept at it. What I ended up with here, we're going to see in a minute if this works, is this internal decasing here. This is where that missing connection is. And I didn't have anything that was going to fit there. But the brush holder, you can see here on the good side, there's a terminal here. So presumably this fits with multiple tools, and this one just doesn't use it. And it's continuous with one that's not there. So I took a knife and I carved a pocket in the plastic brush holder. I soldered a wire to the broken connection, fed the wire out here, crimped on a terminal, and attached it to that terminal. That should give me continuity where I need continuity. And new brushes. So I've lost count. Fourth time's a charm, whatever we're up to. It's alive. Alright, I'm going to finish putting this thing together. And yeah, I don't know how well that's going to hold up. Probably not that great. Like I said, if I had a brain in my head, I think that would have been a good candidate for round filing. But at a certain point, it's a challenge and it's fun, right? Some tools you fix because they don't make them like that anymore and can't be replaced. And some tools you fix because they're expensive and you don't want to spend the money. This one was neither of those things. So I guess bragging rights? Stubbornness? Into that kind of territory here. Nostalgia? That's it. Calling that fixed.